This podcast contains strong language and discussions about relationships, sex, and love. It may not be suitable for younger listeners. This is the Can't Keep My Mouth Shut podcast, and I am Nick Selena. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of me. Yay! Happy Monday evening. I hope you're all doing really well. This episode, I'm going to spill some tea. It is called Never Have I Ever Had a Threesome. Spoiler alert, immediately, I have. More than once. Yeah, just gonna slide that right in, pun intended. I have had many. God. Wow. Really. Okay. I have had many. So listen, I haven't had a threesome my whole life until I reached the age of 35. And then I think what happened is I went off to heal from I was going to get married, and I went right the other way. And discovered that I really quite enjoy threesomes. So I guess let's start off with the question that you're all going to ask for is like, was it two guys or was it a girl and a guy? And how did it start? And did you like it? And what happened? Okay. So for privacy reasons, I'm not going to go that balls deep, but I will tell you that it was with a guy and a girl. I will tell you that it was like they're still in my life. It was not a hookup at a bar. It wasn't a Tinder date. It wasn't a boyfriend and we roped someone else in. I was like the third person. And I will tell you that I fucking loved it. Right? Yeah, I never thought I would. So the reason I have discussed threesomes for many years. And also there was a part of me with my long-term ex where we would talk about it a lot, about getting a woman involved. But I was always very like, if I love someone, the thought of someone else touching them, I'm like, I will rip your fucking hair out if you lay a hand on my man, right? Oh, don't get me wrong, the hypocrisy has not escaped me at this point. But I just couldn't do it. I like the idea of it. But I'm like, no, I can't let someone else touch you. And I'm terrified that it will change the dynamic of the relationship as well. But it was a discussion. It did turn me on. It did turn him on. But never happened. Never happened. And mainly also because of me. Like, I was like, yeah, when I'm not horny, it's like a fetish when I'm horny. When I'm not horny, I'm like, don't even fucking look at her. Also, what do you do with the girl who's like, do you get a girl who's hotter than you? Do you get a girl that, because I'm not fancying women, but she's got to be stunning. But then if she's stunning, I feel really insecure if she takes her clothes off and my boyfriend like sees her and then I'm standing there like, oh, embarrassing. So, there's lots of things going on with why I would and wouldn't. But also then I get scared that does it change the dynamic and that after that one-on-one sex isn't as fun? Or then is it like, once you've done it, do you want more? Bit like having a drink, innit? You have 1 or 2 beers and suddenly you want fucking 10. And then 1 beer no longer is enough. Like 1 beer, love it. But I want all of it now. I've had 10 beers. It feels great. So that's what I worried about a long time. So I haven't. In my single days, I also didn't venture in London. I did sex parties, as we know. I love my BDSM, as we know, very open about being a sub. But never threesomes. And at the sex party that I went to, this couple did really try and beeline for me and get me involved, and I just couldn't do it. But mainly because the whole sex party scene put me off. I just was so uncomfortable. maybe. And also I didn't really overly fancy them. They were like the hottest at the sex party, but they certainly weren't my type. But anyway, fast forward, single Nick Selena, 35, heals from, I literally was due to get married next month. Let's sit with that for a minute. So I'm healing from that, and the occasion just arose. So I've always wondered, how do they start? How do threesomes start? How do you make it work? And, do you put your fucking profile couple wanted on an app, or do you go to a bar and then start chatting to a couple and hope that they want it out? But let me tell you how mine started, completely out the blue and very natural. We're drinking, we're chilling, we're having fun, and we're friends. We're friends first and foremost. And I thought that would be fucking weird. And it's not. It has not changed the dynamic of the friendship at all. And I think, obviously I was drunk. Like, let's call a spade a spade. Sober Nix is not like, yo, you two, bedroom, now. No. But also how, I've been drunk Nix before my 35 years and I've never, ever done this before. But I think it started because I realized that both of them fancied me and there was indications throughout. And I just let myself roll with it, And I thought, that was, I wake up the next day and I think, well, that didn't bother me at all. Like, I would have assumed I'd wake up the next day fucking mortified. No. It was almost like, oh, that was fun. Let me go and make coffee. What else can I do today? What do I need to write about? It didn't even register. It was so weird. And then I thought, okay, it's a one-off. No. No, it wasn't. Oh, I love these fun episodes. I cackle like a witch. You guys have pointed out my cackle. Yes, I'm well aware. I do have a little witch's gaggle. But yeah, it wasn't a one-off at all. And every time I fucking love it. I trust them. They trust me. It's safe sex. It's a safe space. It does not in any shape or form ever change the dynamic of the friendship or their relationship. And it's so weird that it's not weird. It's very odd. So after the first time, I did worry. I was like, oh, what if now it's awkward? When we see, no, nothing. We just see each other and it's just super normal. We can go pool together. We can go out to dinner together and we're just friends. Who fuck? God. This is so fucking tea spilling. Yeah. Sorry, mum and dad, if you're listening, which I really fucking hope you're not. But yeah, I actually love it. Why do I love it? I love being the centre of attention because they're a couple. I get all the attention and I love that. I love the taboo part of it. I'm obviously quite experimental, as we know, when it comes to the bedroom anyway. I like the double load of physical affection because obviously you can have all those different experiences because there's a double set of hands, there's a double set of mouths. You get both dick and vagina. Am I allowed to say that? Yeah, I love it. I got to be honest. And I never thought I would. Not in a million years. And I never thought I would ever have a threesome either. And people are always so shocked that I haven't. What, you haven't? But I'm so closely loyal and very guarded when it comes to sex and my body that I always thought having a threesome would be you have to just hook up with a random at a bar because there's no fucking way I want someone touching my partner or hook up with two men, but then that terrifies me. I've never have I ever been spit roasted or had more than one dick at a time. I'm not saying I'm against it, but just the idea of it. It's a bit like threesomes before I had one. Scary idea. I might love it. Who knows? Maybe, airtight at one point in my life is have 3 dicks. I'm kidding. I'm not going to be airtight ever. It's too much. It's not for me. Thank you. But yeah, I just, God, where am I going with this episode? Okay, let's find a moral meaning because we always just have to try and find something that was educational out of it. Although this one clearly isn't. This is a tea spill. But I would say that if there's something about you that wants to explore, but you're not sure, I would definitely consider actually exploring. And you see where it goes. Yeah. And just don't be concerned about the fear or the aftermath or something that you are interested in. Because actually, if I'd known they were that fun, I probably would have done them more in my 20s. Genuinely, when I was single before my partner. And also you have your boundaries. It helps you learn what you like and what you don't like. And how do we know what we don't like unless we try it, right? But yeah, great. Love it. Love the setup. Very happy. I haven't written it off in the future. If I met someone that I was really into and was dating, then that's not, I wouldn't go off and be like, oh, let's have a threesome. And no, I'm loyal. But if you're single, yeah, my seal of approval right here. I'm not going to go into the ins and outs of the actual threesome. So if you're holding out for that, you are going to be sorely let down. I have some level of privacy in my life, and I'm not going to go down that route. But if it's something you've been thinking about, and you want to personally DM me for some longer advice or a little bit of in-depth and whatnot, I am all ears and I will listen and talk to you about it. So as always, you can slide into my DMs at Nixalina, Nixalina. And if you ever are out with me drinking and we play Never Have I Ever, get a shot ready for me for the topic of threesomes. And that is the end of this episode. Thank you all for listening to my cackling, and I will see you all next week. Thanks for listening to the Can't Keep My Mouth Shut podcast, produced and hosted by me, Nixalina, and recorded in the Splice Cast Studios in Singapore. I'm available to listen to on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, and all major podcast listening apps. Do subscribe to enjoy a new episode every Monday evening. Please do give me a 5-star review. It helps other people also find my podcast. For more content and features to read, you can check out my website, nixalina.com. That's nixalina.com. I'm also on social media. Simply search at Nixalina, Nixalina, to find me. Don't be shy. Come say hi.